Hi there! Do you want to learn Power Automate and simplify your workflows? In this video, I will share one of the lessons from my Power Automate module on my Udemy course. If you want to access the course, check the pinned comment below or become a channel member to unlock all the lessons. Let's get started. Now that we have our flow, let's add the Send a Notification to Teams action. It's very simple. We can remove this compose since we are not going to use it. And if you want to use later, we can always re-add. And let's click on this add icon. And here we have Microsoft Teams. If you don't see, you can search by Teams. Here we have several actions. We can, for example, create a team from here or add a team member so we can automate membership. But what we want to find is send a message on Teams. So I just clicked on see more, and here we have all the actions that we can do using the Microsoft Teams connector. Here we have post message in a chat or channel. Let's click on this one, and then the action is going to be added here. I just need to sign in to create a connection for Microsoft Teams, just for the first time, because later we can use the same connection. I'm just going to sign in with my account. Now the connection is created, and I can choose some options in here. I can post as a Flowbot, as a Power Virtual Agent, that's the chatbot, or as an user. We can just select Flowbot, and then we choose where we want to post. We can post in a channel, inside a team, in a group chat, but in this case, I'm going to select Chat with Flowbot, and we are going to see what happens when this runs. Once we select it, then we have more options to fill, where we can choose who is going to receive this message. In this case, I'm going to put myself and the message. So we can just type a message as when we type an email, for example. So we can type, for example, new task added. And we can put the task details, for example, description, and I can get the task description from the trigger, as we did when we added to the compose action. So let's click on this icon to select something from the previous steps, and here we see what comes with the trigger, and we want to select the description. I can get more information here, for example, task date, and then select the task date from the trigger, and so on. Right now, this approver will receive the message, and he needs to go to the app to approve it. So we could, for example, add a link to the app here in the message as well. I'm not going to do, but you know how to do it. You can put, for example, link to the app, select it, and then mark as a link. Then you can just edit the link and provide the link to the app. But I'm not adding now. We have more parameters. We can click on show all to configure as an alert, for example, if it's very important. Then the person will receive a notification. But I will select as no. Now it's configured. It's going to post a message to my chat. Let's see how it works. Let's click on test. Now, since I already ran in the previous lesson with an example, I can select automatically, choose with a recently used trigger, and I can use the same trigger as before. This is going to use the same task that I added in the previous lesson, so I don't need to go and add a new row to the SharePoint list. It makes easier to test. I can keep testing with the same task as I improve the flow. Now with this one selected, let's click on Publish and Test. It's going to save the flow, publish it, and then it's going to run. It's already running. It says here that's running, so I can close this. It didn't show the run, so let's go back to the flow page and click in here. Here we can see the last run. Sometimes it shows in here. And now we can see that it ran. The item was created and it called this action that's called post message in a chat or channel. And here we can see the information that we passed to this action. Now let's go to the Teams and see if the message is in there. So clicking here in the app launcher, I'm going to find Teams, click on it, and this will take me to my team. This Teams is empty because I use it just for recording lessons. And we can see here that we have a message from Workflows. This is the Teams bot. This is the Power Automate bot that we selected when we configured the trigger. And we can see the message here. New task added. Then we have the description and the task date. And I can see in the top that was sent by me, Rudimar Althoff, via Workflows. Because these same chatbots can send message from others also. So you can identify who originated the message. Because this flow is using my connection to send the message. So now I was notified here on Teams from the Power Automate when an item was created. One thing that we need to change now is the configuration on this connector, because as we can see, I added my email as the recipient, but we should send to the approvers. Imagine that an approver changes, you change the approver in the lists. You don't want to come here and needs to change the flow. We want this change to happen automatically. We want the approver to come from the approvers lists. So whoever is here in the lists, or even more than one person, we want these emails to be automatically inserted here in the recipients. So in the next lesson, we are going to start adding more actions here in the flow to automatically retrieve the emails that are here in the approvers list. See you in there. Do you want to watch the classes without any interruptions? By becoming a channel member or purchasing the course, you can watch ad-free and support the future of my content creation. Check out the link in the description and in the pinned comment to get started. See you in the next lesson.